What's up guys, my name is Mark Griffin. Welcome to another training video. Today we're going to be doing some fitness drills. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first drill is your basic shuttle runs with a ball. You want to have 4 cones and space them out roughly 5 steps each. You can of course space them out further if you'd like, or even add more cones to make it more difficult. You want to do this drill about 2 to 3 times depending on your fitness levels. You start this drill by sprinting with the ball to the first cone and back. Then you turn and go to the next furthest cone, turn and sprint all the way back to the start. Once you get back, you turn and sprint all the way to the last cone and all the way back, and you're done. There are a few things you want to focus on in this drill. Make sure you're alternating which foot you use. As far as rest in between sets, I'd take about 30 to 40 seconds in between. Make sure you're concentrating as you get into the second and third set. As you can see, I'm starting to get a little sloppy, but make sure you finish out strong. Drill number 2 is the T-cone sprint. You will do this one with and without the ball. Again, you will have 4 cones and you want to space them out roughly 5 steps each. I recommend keeping the cones at this distance because this is a tough one, especially as you get into the second and third set. Speaking of sets, you should do about 2 or 3 sets total. You will start this drill without the ball and sprint to the middle, go right around the cone, back to the middle, then back to the start. Then you do the same thing but on the left side this time. When you get back to the start, get the ball and do the same thing you just did with the ball. Around the right side and back to the middle, back to the start, then of course go around the left side. When you get back to the start with the ball, you're done and that's 1 set. This next drill is probably my favorite fitness drill. It's called the square sprint. You want to set up your cones in a square about 5 steps away from each other. Unlike the first 2 drills, this one will be timed. I recommend 30 seconds to a minute with 2 to 3 sets in total depending on the time you use. You will start this drill without the ball. You will sprint diagonals and jog the sides. Sprint and jog. When you get to the start, take the ball and do the same thing. Jog, sprint, and jog. When you get back to the start, leave the ball and continue going around. Make sure you maintain a proper speed when you're jogging the sides. Don't sell yourself short. Also, make sure you alternate your feet when you dribble. This last drill is a 3-cone sprint. Space out 3 cones 5 steps apart and put the ball on the side of the center cone. Do this drill 30 seconds for 2 to 3 sets. Begin by sprinting to the center cone. Take the ball, dribble around the far cone, stop the ball back in the center and sprint to the beginning. Then you turn around and go to the opposite way. Make sure you alternate between both feet and focus on your first touch so the ball doesn't go flying when you run at it. I tend to make that mistake a lot and stop everything because I'm annoyed. If you make a mistake, make sure you get the ball back as quickly as possible and finish out the drill. This will translate into a real game. When you make a mistake, you're right back onto it. I didn't record an outro because I'm completely exhausted, as you can see, but there you have it. 4 fitness drills you can use to get match fit fast. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, make sure to follow me on socials and I'll see you next time.